How's it going, everyone? KingBlackToof here, and welcome. Now, you may notice that I'm quite big on your screen. Now, this is not the biggest I've actually been, but I wanted to try a new style of intro where I'm a bit more focal, and we'll minimise ourselves a little bit when we come to talking about the deck and stuff that I want to show you. So, we're going to be seeing more of the She-Troll Weather Eredin deck that I played in the last video. People asked me to play more, just to see how it fares against certain decks and archetypes and see if it is actually decent. And so you're going to be seeing that. And the main thing I like about this deck is it's got a lot of choice. I feel like I'm smart when I play it, and I feel like when I lose, it's generally my fault. I could have made different choices, and I really like that. So I'd like to walk you through the deck and then show you some good examples of choice with this particular deck, which really show off why I like this deck a lot. See, that wasn't so bad, was it, having me on the big screen for a short period of time? Let me know what you think about that as a small quick intro. But this is the She-Troll Weather Eredin deck that I built, and we designed this deck around the She-Troll of Vergen, trying to get her into the archetype where she would do well with a Rot Fiend. So trying to make them stack using weather is a great way, and a lot of movement. But this is not by any means the focal point of the deck. It's clearly an Eredin weather deck, and all the things that are synonymous with that, you know, a lot of drowners, wild hunt units, Caranthir, Imlerith, that type of thing. Okay, now the thing I like about this deck is the choice. Like I mentioned, you feel smart. When you lose, you feel like it was your fault. You might have been able to do something different. You have a lot of choices all the time. You definitely feel in control. So we have drowners for a lot of movement choice. So you can move your units if they're in danger, or you can move the opponent's units and disrupt their gameplay. Alongside this, you've got Monster Nest for more drowners. You've got Frightener just to move something. You've got Caranthir as well as Jotun. So a lot of choice there. Now, the second piece of choice is the Caretaker. A great card to steal key pieces from the opponent's graveyard. So you could steal something really important like Prince Stennis. You could steal something big like Jango Fett. You could steal something that's just going to be useful for you, like a Priestess of Freya that's in there, or a Reaver Scout or something, you know. A Slyzard, possibly. Yeah. So really good options there. Now, forgetting about what the opponents played, our self-contained strategy for the Caretaker is Iris. She is an amazingly powerful card. This is not a new strategy though, but it is a very good one, and you've got the choice of doing it. She's easily killable if you can get a Frost on the board and a Rider that sticks. This is not a new strategy, so people are aware of it, and as soon as you put the Rider down, they will try and kill it. But you've got another option with Eredin if you want to try for a second one, and if that fails, you know, you do have other ways to trigger her. You know, you've got Lacerates, you've got Wild Hunt Warriors, you've got Imlerith if they try and buff it and it's still in weather. So, you know, it's a good self-contained choice, but you don't always have to go for it, and you can trigger it twice with Caretaker. The third choice is Eredin, so he can spawn a variety of Wild Hunt units, and I really like the choice. You get the one that's useful for you at the time. So if you need another Rider because one died, get Eredin to spawn it. If you need another weather and you've got a Bite and Frost in your deck, you get Eredin to spawn a Hound. If you need to like damage something for 3, you can spawn a Warrior. So he's a great choice. I do like him a lot, and that's generally, you know, you can probably understand how this deck works. Now, one of the main things that I would like to comment on before we get into the games is that I've had loads of people when I'm streaming this say something about this deck, and I've always found it funny because when I'm streaming, I say I'm not just battling against my opponent when I'm playing this deck, I'm battling against the Twitch chat as well. A lot of people, and maybe you included after I notice it, mention it, is that I have too many weathers. We have 3 Biting Frosts, we have a White Frost, we have Caranthir. That's about normal for an Eredin weather deck, but I also stuck in Ragnarok, and that you might think, okay, that's just too many. I would disagree most of the time. I mean, I think a lot of people are clearing weather nowadays, and I would much rather have more weather than not enough in an Eredin weather deck, because everything just gets more value. And we chose Ragnarok so things don't die. We don't want to kill things off because we want good value with a Lacerate or a She-Troll later on. Now, things like Ragnarok also, if they can't clear it, make people stack. and we like them stacking. If they don't stack, then we have to force them to stack with the Drowners. But if they can stack on their own, then we get massive value as our win condition. And you can also use White Frost. They'll probably stack on the row that's not weathered. You know, if you frost all the rows, then they will end up stacking if they can't clear it. So I do defend the amount of weathers I've got. It's very rare that I seem to, you know, have a wasted hand. I think out of all the games I've played, maybe once I've had a weather in hand that's a bit wasted, and that was when I got 2-0'd. So let's have a look at the game now. I think hopefully you'll enjoy it. I've been enjoying it, definitely, as a player. So thank you for watching, and take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Yeah, that Rot Fiend, I made a mistake. When I saw the weather, I thought automatically get rid of it, but I forgot about the Rot Fiend. And that would have made a big difference. So that was my fault I lost there, actually. Which is surprising. You know, I thought I lost completely, but... Okay. He's more Rand Voorhees, right? So we can probably safely put White Frost on the melee row. But will he clear it is the question. Place that down first.
If it's peace you desire, prepare for war.
So then when I place the White Frost down, I'm going to kill these off time rather than wasting damage every alternate one. That's annoying though, but he won't place spotters. These are annoying. I'll lose value on those. I mean, he could take that off if he wants. Oh, what? He does play spotters. The man plays spotters, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, good. He's still playing.
Nothing now.
He played a card. I feel like. Now yeah. Well, I have no weather, so I might as well pass that one. I think. I may be playing into his hands a bit here, but since I've got no weather on the board, I've got no real commitment to the round. You know what I mean? If I had still had my White Frost there, I would think maybe I've got a commitment here, so I might try and do it. You know, long rounds, She-Troll would work, but I had no weather, so there's no commitment. I mean, he's still only got one card behind me. If he drive passes, I'm going to be behind.
No one can
playing a
hide
card,
from me.
okay. Got a couple of cards here we can try and steal. Van Himar, etc.
If magic dies, this world dies with it.
Putting his guys back. Damn, Van Himar was a good one. Alright, we got some stuff. How you doing, Better Chaos? How you doing? Indeed. I don't know, Frost is very valuable to me. Oh, you know. Fucking hell. He still does decent damage. Alright, so this is really awkward now. Because I kind of want to play him. It would do enough. But then he's the weather that I'm trying to save. And if he returns him to 1, I'm going to be in a bit of a shit pickle really, aren't I? I'll probably try and steal his Cynthia next round.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Seems on time to catch the stream. Yeah. Yep, we only started quite recently and... You reckon he's gonna like end it with a T-bore or something in the next round? It's gonna be quite difficult this, I think. I should try and reveal his Geralt exactly. It's not good for me though. Well, that's sort of, I've got to wait for him to use his crappy things first.
I don't work for free.
Oh, here he goes, revealing 6. How you doing? Oh, this is painful, this. Very painful.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night sky.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Off to the front yet again.
Sure, she's not going to be too good in a short round, is she? Wild Hunt Hounds, crap. Wild Hunt Warriors, meh. Iris is no good unless I got him. Even then, it's not too good. So, I mean, she is still a power play compared to everything else I've got. If I do get Cynthia out and he's got something like T-bore, how many golds do you use? 1, 2... If I do get Cynthia, he's got T-bore. That makes her a 15. T-bore comes down, it's a 25. That's actually 19, so close. Might be able to do it. Got a couple of cards left. I mean, Iris wouldn't be bad here now. We've still got it. Rotfiend would be bad. Okay, well, we don't want to brick our hands, so we've got to keep that now. We can always use Eredin for the Hound. So I guess we go straight for the big card, I suppose. If I reveal it and he has spotters, we're going to be in for a world of hurt. But there's not really anything I can do to stop that, I don't think. I mean, he does have a spotter in there by himself. There's some other interesting things in there too. If he reveals something in his hand, we could always play the Lelian Elite. I don't want to play the Frost because he won't go into it, will he? For the memes. I'm going to wait one turn.
Any lost words?
I'll do that. I'm hoping he's going to reveal something in his own hand. Okay, 10 strength. Now it's 25. Get some damage on that.
Tell me what you got.
He's going to clear it. Okay. Cynthia's not looking good now. Why do you have She-Troll? Because it's not bad, really. could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 value, which is higher than most. We'll give it a shot.
I'm impressed.
4, yeah, 9. Which means he's got a dead spotter, which means we might be able to win this. I pull a Rot Fiend with the She-Troll. I pull a Rot Fiend.
Resistance is futile.
That boat working out for me. What's this last card? Yeah, I think he's got 1 gold he hasn't used. Should have gone Cynthia before. Yeah, but then he could have used his spotter. So it really wouldn't have made much difference, I don't think. I was hoping he would reveal something from his own hand. I think we did a good idea there. Whether it was the best play, I think it was the best play at the time. He's more likely to have spotters, and if he had a spotter and he revealed something like Geralt or something really big like, you know, a Sire, although that was in his graveyard, for example, we could have pulled the Valenian Elite and then stolen that strength, got good value for it, and then stopped his spotter as well. So I was kind of hedging my bets on spotter negation rather than T-ball, which would have only been 10 strength for me and would have allowed him to get 10 strength on his spotter, so it wouldn't have done anything. So I think I did a good job on that particular one. Let's open a keg. Alright, so we want some weather. I do want to get rid of that though. Hopefully we'll get one of those. Okay, we don't want him in this particular deck because that's for the She-Troll. And everything else looks alright. We may not or may choose to use that. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Got 3, 4 weathers. You know, if you count those 2. 5 if you count him, but I don't really. Usually. My turn first, which is annoying. So I don't know. I guess we'll just throw one of these down. Bit annoying. Ranked match with She-Troll, exactly. How you doing, Goron? That reminds me of Warcraft 2, actually, that name. I probably pronounced it wrong, so it probably has nothing to do with that. But or it might be Warcraft 1, actually. Warcraft 1, yeah. Like, they had an undead temple of some sort. And when you clicked on it, it was like something, something, something Goron. So, that's all I remember. Yeah, let's get rid of that later. The W is pronounced with a V and it means cunning rook. So does that mean you're Polish? I don't know if that's only a Polish thing where W's are pronounced as V's. It might be. But it might be. Right, I guess the question is, do I continue with this round? I think so. Don't know what deck he's playing yet. Probably one of those Elias games. So what we can do is probably just lay the smack down on that maybe. I think we're going to smack that down. Boom. In the lead. I love it. Your old school Vran emote is scary as... Hey, what? There's... Guys, you've never seen a Vran emote before. I mean, you make it seem like no one's ever seen a Vran. You don't know what a Vran looks like? Old school Vran. That's an old school Vran, man. That is old school. Okay, he's played his spy against me. If he does 12 strength, I think we're fine. Yeah, that's fine. He's 11. 369 plus 6. Bollocks. Oh, that was so close in not activating that. It's from the comics, yeah. I couldn't find a good Vran thing. After meeting with Bakassi, not a Vran. After the meeting with Bakassi, not a Vran. Is that right? She's been streaming something called Battle Right with some other person. How dare it? How dare it? How dare you? Nice pass. It was alright. It would have been a lot better if we'd made it so Alien wouldn't come out. Ah, shit. Because now he's going to go for a long round with that kind of shit, isn't he?
You'll regret your mum ever squirted you out.
I don't like this at all.
You'll regret your
Because he's
mum
just
ever
buffing, so he's going to
squirted
play a
you out.
large unit in that last round. And KingBlackToof, yeah, we're growing it out a little bit, aren't we? I can't seem to do a good mustache. You know, that's some genetics. Damn it, damn genetics. How you doing, Airball? Welcome back. Where you been all my life? Maybe we'll go for buffing in hand. That's 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 7, but probably dies. We'll do that then.
You'll regret your mum ever squirted you out. Spally!
Any lost words?
I know it seems silly, but I want to bait out that removal of the weather.
Manticore venom should do the trick.
I mean, I should have played Ragnarok, but I'm worried about another clear sky. It's losing a lot of value now, though. Although not at the minute, really. But it will do, so soon I'll just play it anyway. He's even going to stack, or is, I mean, technically speaking, Clear Sky won't be very good now. He'll stack instead.
Right head Spally!
There is no escape.
Crow's Eye. I don't think Crow's Eye, no.
Soul of steel.
Nine. I could eat a 9. He's going to have another one of them there, isn't he? So we don't want to put anything big on the book. You won this anyway? I don't think I've won this anyway. Not at all. I don't want to put that big thing on the board though, so I'm going to use this. Because I think he's got another one of these, and we want to make him lose some value for it. She-Troll will win me the match again, hopefully.
Let us sing the song of steel.
So we denied him 6 value there. I think if we do this first... Oh, hold on. Yeah. And then we use the Drowner to move that. Should be some decent value. She-Troll won it. I didn't want to move first, generally because it does 4 damage when you move it, so I thought I'd take the shield off with a shitty 2 strength from the She-Troll first, and then move it, you know? So we did the least amount of damage first before we moved it. Although if we'd have moved something else, then the 2 damage of the Ragnarok would hit it, but I think, generally speaking, it would have been the same. Told you win. Yeah, that's true. I wasn't believing in it, actually, to be honest. When we got to round 2 and he started buffing his own units over and over and over again, I got quite worried.